Hi everybody. It's almost afternoon. It's 11:20 a.m. here in Washington State on Monday, the 18th of August. And today is one of my friends that I went to high school with, Lila, has an only child. Her name is Kim, and today is Kim's birthday. Happy birthday, Kim. So, I don't know, I think Kim's probably, well, she's probably 40 by now. It's hard to believe we've known each other long enough to have children that are that old. You know what I mean? I mean, not that Kim's old. Kim, you're not old. Sorry. I have a weekly dinner menu today. But first I wanted to tell you about this. So, excuse my scratch. I watched this movie. It had Catherine, is it Hagel or Heigl? She was in Grey's Anatomy. She was the one that had the brain tumor and she used to see visions. Do you remember that? If you watched Grey's Anatomy, you probably do. Back in the day, Grey's Anatomy was something that I never missed. And then it just got weird and outlandish to me the more it went on. Like there was a plane crash in Seattle. There was a train derailment in Seattle. You know, crazy stuff. Well, not that there couldn't be, but you know what I mean. It went more into the crazy stuff. Anyway, she stars in this movie, and I just watched it. I think it's old. And it's from a book by O.K.E. is her last name, is the author of the book that wrote the story. And I cannot think of her first name. Darn, Jan or Barbara? I'm so sorry. I will put that information in my description so she can see it. As if. Okay. Love Comes Softly. It's a Hallmark movie adapted from the book, and it was on, you could just, with commercials, you could watch it. And I've taken to watching a movie or two a week with headphones when I'm bored with nothing to do, and it makes me happy. And so I tried this. And so it was like the typical, it's a Christian-based, and it's faith and love and joy and, struggles and all that, set when people were making the prairie their homes and stuff. And she, the lead character, not Catherine's not her name, but she's going out there in a covered wagon with her husband and the things that happen. And I'll just tell you, because it's the first 5 minutes of the movie, her husband's killed. And so here she is, almost, to the place where she's going to make her home with her husband. A wagon full of books, because she was a reader. Anyway, she has to go stay with a man who's lost his wife, because there's nowhere else for her to go. And he's got a little girl and doesn't have a mother, So she's to take the place of the mother and teach her to read and sew and, all that kind of thing. The womanly touch things. And how that wrapped up in the end. And it was a sweet, precious movie. The basic reason I'm telling you all of this is because it was free, I had to watch commercials. Commercials could come in just 30-second sound bites commercials to a minute. And they would happen it could happen every 20 minutes. It could happen every, 15 minutes. The kicker is, this was a faith-based Christian story adapted to be a movie, or is it adapted from a book to be a movie? I don't know. The commercials that they chose were horrific. They were from, and I don't watch these movies. I stay clear because they bother me, like The Conjuring. So I'd be all in this bliss of, oh, look at that, are they falling in love? And then, bam, there's a clown with teeth like a shark and big makeup going rawr at you. And I would I'd look away, I'd had my headphones off, so I'd snatch my headphones off, and it was horrible. I'm thinking, really, people, know your audience. The women and men that are watching this movie are not into the killer clown posse or whatever, Okay. That being said, it was a lovely movie, and I'm glad I watched it, and I can't wait to watch more. Okay. So here's what I have. I have my weekly menu for this week, and it is August 18th through the 24th of 2025. Got a little cottagecore sticker stuff going on here. So today is Monday the 18th, like I said. It actually is. We're having leftovers. I made a big thing of clam chowder, and we still have a bunch of it. Well, a bunch. Everybody ate a bunch, but there's still a lot because I can't seem to make a soup without feeding an army. Do you do that? You just put a little bit of this and a little bit of that before you know it. Your big saucepan's full. Not saucepan, kettle or whatever you're using. So I did it with topped shredded cheese and goldfish crackers and saltines and chopped green onions, and it just had basics in it. I used canned clams, the snow minced clams, and my kids noticed. Gee, there's not much clams in here. And then I said, well, you need to stir the chowder and then scoop it into your bowl because those clams are heavy and they sink to the bottom. And I don't know if that's true or not. But then I thought, it's because I used the minced instead of the chopped. Anyway, so that was a good dinner. And then, so tomorrow is Tuesday, the 19th. Burger bowls. This is going to be a low, no carb thing. And I've done this recently and I really liked it. So it's going to be ground beef, and I make them into meatballs, and then I smash them down, and they're tiny patty shapes. And then put them in a bowl with like tomato chunks, shredded lettuce, shredded cheese, chopped onion, pickle slices, and condiments, so whatever you want. And mine is usually mustard. I like mustard on my burgers. And other people might like mayonnaise or ketchup or all three or Thousand Island dressing or whatever you'd put on your burger. So I think that this, for me, with mustard, is going to be a good a low or no carb. And then Wednesday the 20th, I'm going to do sushi bowls. That's not what they're called, are they? Sushi bowls? Anyway, I'm going to use, try again, Kendra. Sheets of nori, which are, those crispy green that you see around a California roll. That's what I meant, California roll bowls. These are not sushi. Hold on. Okay, that looks like Carol rolls. I knew that was wrong when I looked at it, and I was thinking, what is going on here? So it's going to have nori flakes, the flake crab that's not actually crab, it's, fake. And then a cuke just minced really small, and avocado, and rice cauliflower, and seeds, and it depends on what I mean, it won't be everything but the bagel, but it'll be some kind of seeds, probably sesame, I'm not sure. And then there's spicy Asian style like dressing. I'm not sure what I'll use. If you know of a low carb or no carb good sauce for this that I could put across the top, I guess I could just take mayonnaise and some kind of spicy tomato based or pepper based and mix it together. I don't know. Okay, so that's going to be it. I love this stuff. Okay, we come right up here to Thursday, and it's already No Cook Thursday. That's every single week. I don't cook. I either eat leftovers, we go out, or we have something brought in. And I don't know what I'll do on this day. I know they'll do whatever they need to do and leave me out of it. It's my husband and 2 grown sons here. So Friday the 22nd, I'm going to buy cauliflower crust pizza, and I'm going to make a tossed salad to go with it. We never knew how much we liked the cauliflower crust pizza. I mean, some are just like not even anything you'd want, but some of them are very, very good. And you can always, I do this with regular pizzas if I get them from the store. I add stuff to the top if I want to and make it even better. So again, I'm trying to stay with lower or no carb. Saturday I'm doing beef and cheese enchiladas. It should have said cheese in there somewhere, but it's beef and cheese enchiladas on a bed of salad. And so I'm going to use carb-free wraps for those beef enchiladas. And watermelon, which may or may not go well together. I just ate a bunch of blueberries and something else that was good for breakfast. Oh, cheese. Blueberries and cheese, like string cheese for breakfast a little while ago. And I was thinking, I wish I had watermelon to mix with blueberries because our bushes are really going at it. Okay, Sunday, which is the last day for the week, is going to be a chicken bacon ranch casserole. And it is a no-carb dinner. And I've never made it. And I'm excited to go ahead and do it. That was fast. That was the whole week. And let's see. Here is my sister's shout out. And I don't believe I've ever done her before. Her whole video is a ride along. Almost always. I mean, I can't say her whole channel, not her whole video. Her whole channel is almost specifically ride along. She has a special needs son, and you see her at home sometimes trying to deal with the paperwork that comes with giving services to an underinsured adult with special needs, and it's just awful. Anyway, Meaty Mama, dashing my way out of debt is her thing. So what she means by dashing her way out of debt is she's working as a driver to deliver things, and she's paying off all her debt. I believe she owns her condo. What she would like to have is a house on property, and so she's working her way toward that. She's got a lot of subscribers. It's a lot. This mama works hard door dashing to raise funds for a better life and buy a home. She's a warrior, and she really is. I've seen her be lost, dash in the heat, dash in hurricane weather. Just really, she works hard for her money. She does regular videos, often, and she's funny and she's exciting. So go on over and show her some love if that sounds like something you want to do. Or if you've never, or if you have watched her before, give her some love today, especially. I think that was all I had for today, except that, oh yes, what did I do with it? Did I put it away? Hold on. I sure did. I meant to show you something else. Let me see if I can find it. I made this zucchini bread yesterday, and Natasha's Kitchen, she has a channel as well, and I bought her cookbook. I love her recipes. I love her cookbook. This recipe was not in her cookbook, but I made it because I know that I usually like her things. And I have to say, it could be my mistake, but I'm not thinking it's the best. I think it could be a little bit more cinnamony and sweeter. But if you like a low sugar zucchini bread, let me show you what it looks like. Here we go. I hope I said low sugar zucchini bread and not low vinegar. You can see the zucchini in it. I just, shredded that up and put it in. And I used walnuts, and you can see that they're minced walnuts. And it's pretty moist. I'm not saying that's bad with it. It's just not my favorite. If you like a low sugar zucchini, which I felt like this was it, and maybe I botched the recipe again. She's usually wonderful. I like her personality, I like her style, I like her recipes. I would still give this an 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, but it's not my favorite, is what I'm trying to say. So you can look up her recipe, Natasha's Kitchen zucchini bread, if you like. And that's all I have to say. And this did make 2 loaves, like it says right here, 2 loaves. And I've got one in the freezer that I'll take over to my mama at some point, and dad. Usually give them banana nut bread, but this is, fine too. So thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I hope to hear from you in the comments if you've ever made or eaten or any of this. Do you ever eat low carb or no carb? I'm trying to lose a little bit of this extra, 200 pounds. It's a lot. The struggle is real. Take care, everybody. Bye.